Remember the lynchings of Kamlesh Tiwari and Kishan Bharwat? Or are you a secular and only remember the lynching when a Muslim name is involved? Well, if you do remember, which is highly unlikely, you will also remember how a series of eerily similar events led to the brutal murder of the two Hindu men. The Islamists first targeted them incessantly on social media platforms and in person. Death threats were delivered and both were asked to tame down their aggression. However, when none of it worked, the Islamists dispatched their jihadis who killed them in a cold-blooded manner. Now, a similar playbook is being employed in the case of a BJP spokesperson, Nupur Sharma. The BJP leader has also started receiving death and rape threats to herself and family ever since she spoke the truth about the Prophet Muhammad. And the flurry of death mongers wishing death upon Nupur has been initiated by none other than leftist fact-checker portal Alt News co-founder Muhammad Zubair. Hi and welcome to TFI English, the national socio-political analysis arm of the TFI Media Group. I'm your host Tanya, and if you haven't subscribed to TFI English yet, please hit the subscribe button and also click on the bell icon to receive all the recent updates. Coming back to the story, in this video we will talk about the grave allegations Nupur Sharma leveled against Alt News founder Muhammad Zubair. BJP spokesperson Nupur Sharma has become the latest target of rabid Islamists who have been hurling death and rape threats upon her. Ever since propaganda website Alt News and its co-founder Muhammad Zubair tweeted a heavily edited video of Nupur with inciting commentary, the former's legion of Islamists assembled upon Nupur's feed and started threatening her. Nupur was quoted by ANI as saying, "There is a so-called fact-checker who has started to vitiate the atmosphere by putting out a heavily edited and selected video from one of my debates last night. Ever since, I've been receiving death and rape threats, including beheading threats against me and family members." The BJP leader later took to Twitter to share screenshots of the death threats she had received. She tweeted, "Delhi police, I am getting continuous death and beheading threats against my family and myself, which are egged on by Zubair because of his attempts to incite communal passions and vitiate the atmosphere by building a fake narrative." Attaching a few pics, please note. In one of the tweets, an Islamist targeted Nupur by saying, "Nupur has the audacity to blaspheme Prophet Muhammad. #arrest Nupur Sharma or this Gustakhe Rasool will be dealt with." Meanwhile, another remarked that her time on earth was done. Nupur Sharma BJP, "Gustakhe Rasool, your time is done. Enough derogatory words for today. You will be given the treatment you deserve." It is pertinent to note that any person who does not believe in fairy tales about Prophet Muhammad is labeled as Gustakhe Rasool in Islam. However, after Nupur tagged police in her tweets, the official Delhi police Twitter handle replied by stating, "The matter has been forwarded to the concerned officials for necessary action. You will be contacted shortly." Earlier, Muhammad Zubair had tweeted the video where Nupur stated that if the Islamist could insert Hindu symbols, they should also expect to face a counter-reply with the same tone of insult. In the process, she enumerated a few of the points established by the Quran, such as earth is flat and how Prophet Muhammad married a 6-year-old child and later consummated the marriage when she became 9-year-old. While Zubair did not refute the bogus and pedophilic claims made in the Quran, he did call out Nupur and termed her a hate monger without telling what exactly was communal or hate-filled. Well, if reciting the truth from Quran is hate, then the Muslims espousing azan from the mosque 5 times a day are the biggest hate mongers, especially the ones in my area. Zubair tweeted, "Prime time debates in India have become a platform to encourage hate mongers to speak ill about other religions. Times Now's anchor Navika Kumar is encouraging a rabid communal hate monger and a BJP spokesperson to speak rubbish which can incite riots. Shame on you." The dog whistling obviously worked perfectly as troll accounts descended upon Nupur Sharma's timeline, giving her all kinds of threats, including threats to behead her. The Sar Tan Se Juda gang always comes out in full majority whenever Quran or Islam is questioned for its false beliefs. However, one wouldn't find the same happening when scores of rabid Islamists mock Hindus and the recent discovery of shivling in the Gyanvapi mosque. This is the fundamental difference between the followers of the two religions. Muhammad Zubair directed his 4,64,000 Twitter followers to issue death threats to Nupur, while the latter could only tag the police and pray for her life. Alt news has a history of indulging in such behavior. A minor boy was harassed and threatened after being doxxed by the other Alt news co-founder Prateek Sinha. Zubair himself was questioned earlier this month by Delhi police for doxing a minor girl. The Delhi police should provide safety to Nupur, arrest Zubair and ensure that another Kamlesh Tiwari is not repeated.